Hey y'all, welcome to a Friday's R4U on Uncle Bub's Bell Buckle Beer Reviews. And I've got a flashback for you today. We're going to call it a Flashback Friday's R4U. I have got a brew. Y'all, I just got to be straight up with you. I was looking around for something to review because I'm about run out of stuff to review. And I was down there in my refrigerator in the garage and I uncovered this brew here that I've got in my hand. It's something from the North Coast Brewing Company out of Fort Bragg, California. It's a Scrimshaw Pilsner style beer. That's what I've got. But the thing about it is, y'all, I was looking for a date on it. I can't find a date, but I know this thing has been down in my refrigerator. I bought a 6-pack of these. It's been at least 2 years ago. So this brew has been in my fridge for about 2 years, at least. Now I'd have to go back and look to when I originally reviewed this brew, but I'm thinking it's been at least 2 years. It may have been more. But it does not have a date. I've looked on the shoulder of the bottle and on the label of the bottle, and I can't find any kind of indication of the date on this thing. It's a 4.5% ABV, and it may be bad because it's been in my fridge for so damn long. But we fixing to find out. I know it's at least 2 years old, at least. And I'll try to put in the description, or I may put the original video at the end of the video, at the end of this review. You know how they get the little square at the end. I'll see if I can't find the original and put it in there. But the North Coast Brewing Company Scrimshaw Pilsner style beer. It doesn't smell bad. Let's see what it looks like. Well, it's got floaties in it. Look at that. I don't know if y'all can see them or not. Maybe you can. I think I can see them on the camera. But it's got little floaties in it, and that's probably from sitting in the fridge for so long. I don't see anything down in the bottom of it. It's not got no film in the bottom of it or nothing, but you know, maybe, yeah, it does. It's just a slight film in the bottom, looks like, maybe, whatever. We're going to try it anyway. If it tastes bad, we just won't drink it. How about that? Now, when I originally did this beer, I remember liking it because I do like a good Pilsner. This is a Pilsner style. Ooh, got a little cloud there from where I poured that last little bit in. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. Right up there at the top, there's a little cloud right there where I poured that last little bit from that swish. But I mean, other than that, it's a pretty gold brew. Looks a little darker on the dadgum camera than it does here, but whatever. Let's get a whiff of it. Just a faint beer smell is all I'm getting, and I'm about to run out of it tastes like weak beer from what I could get out of the head. I couldn't get much, just a little taste of it. But we're going to try it anyway. Now this stuff, I really enjoyed it when I first reviewed it. I really enjoyed it. Well, wait a minute. There's, no, that can't be right. That can't be right. There's a little bunch of numbers down here at the bottom, but they're all scrunched together, and there's 8 numbers, but the last 2 digits are 19, and I don't think I had this in 2019. I don't think it's been that dang long. That's 5 years ago. I don't, whatever. I don't know. It's possible, I guess, but I don't think so. Anyway, whatever. We're going to try it. If it ain't no good, we ain't going to drink it. But, I needed something to review. And I've been doing some revisits because I've kind of run out of stuffing. Not stuff. I've kind of run out of stuff. Not stuffing. But I've got some beers to review. But they're heavier brews. And I'm just not in the mood right now to review a heavy brew. I had a big lunch and my stomach's still a little bit on the full side, and it's just not something I just wanted to do. But I've got to get some videos in because when I promise y'all I've been reviewing beers. This is my 6th year, I think is right, and I do them Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday every week. After the first year, I think I was doing, well, it wasn't even hardly a year, but I was doing them every Friday when I first started. And I just had so many I had to add days. So I've been doing them for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for a long time, almost 5 years, I guess. So I had to get something done. I got to go back to work, and I've got to get these done, so I'll have them. Anyway, nobody cares. We're going to try it. So this Scrimshaw from the North Coast Brewing Company out of Fort Bragg, California, is for all American workers. Hey, I love and appreciate y'all. Thank you for the hard work that you do to provide for yourselves and your families and pay your own way just like I do. Power in us. Power to the people. We're the ones that keep America rolling and moving, not our damn stinking government. It's us. So cheers, brothers and sisters. Thank you for what you do. Well, it doesn't taste bad. It doesn't taste sour or anything like that. So it's not, I wouldn't necessarily call it bad. I would say it's extremely out of date though. It doesn't have the pop. It doesn't have the effervescence, the carbonation that it would have if it was a fresher beer. So it's a little bit on the flat side. And because it's on the flat side, it dulls the flavor of it quite a bit. It doesn't have that little tingling. It doesn't have that, when you take a good drink of Pilsner, you got the carbonation. It kind of, fills it out and makes it good. This is lacking that simply because it's so old, I'm sure. So it's a little flat tasting, a little dull, a little bland. But it's still drinkable. It doesn't taste bad. It's just a little flat. And the flatness of it is not really, that doesn't deter the flavor of it too bad. It does a little bit because, you expect to have good carbonation in a beer. At least I do for the most part. Especially if you've got a Pilsner, or something like that. You want the carbonation in it. But it's still drinkable for what it is and for how old it is. I'm going to score this one a B-. And that's just because of the age of it. If it was a fresher beer, I'm sure it would score a lot higher. But the flavor of it is dulled down because of the age of it, I'm sure. But anyway, I'm going to finish drinking it. See, it's drinkable. It's just not the best tasting. I think B- is a fair score, seeing how old it is and all that kind of good stuff. Alright, y'all, that's been a Flashback Fridays R4U this week. I'll be back tomorrow for a Saturday Suds. We're going to do another throwback for tomorrow, a beer that I've done within the past year. I've done this beer, and I found one of them. It's a German brew, and it was just outstanding. So we're going to do it tomorrow. So y'all stay tuned. Take care. Cheers.